Hello friends, welcome back to TypeScript tutorial. In this video, we are going to discuss about the interfaces in TypeScript. Okay, so what is interfaces? An interface defines the structure of an object. Okay, it tells TypeScript what properties and methods an object should have, but does not create actual code. Okay, so let's create interface. So we have a keyword interface. So using the interface keyword, we can declare an interface. So let's create interface, suppose user, and here I just declaring the name. Name will be the string type, and another I just going to use the age, and that will be the number type. Okay, actually number and string s will be the small. Okay, so I declare the interfaces. So interfaces are often used to define object shapes. So you can understand the shape of the user is there as name and age. Always the name is the string and age is the number as we define. Okay. Now if I going to use that things, means we declare the interfaces with the interface keyword. Now just write constant and let's create user one. Okay, and we are using the interface like the interface name is user, so you are using the interfaces with capital U and AZR, so we are using the interfaces. Now we can assign a value to the name. Suppose name equal to suppose John, and you write sorry not equal name John, and there will be age, suppose age is 30. So we declare the interfaces and we are using the interfaces with the user constant, means this is the value I just this is the variable I just declare as a constant. Okay, so if you want to get access of that thing, suppose console dot log user one, so you will get the full object. So here we are getting the object. So now let's understand some special case, means some users things, user related things, means sometimes you need. Suppose I am not providing the age here. Okay, so you can see it's not running, actually it's getting error. So age is property age is missing in type but required in the type user. So here in the interfaces we define the user and there will be have name and age, but we are not passing the age here, right? So it's getting error because it's a required thing. So how to make it optional? So simply just use question mark here. So now it's become optional, and you if you don't pass these things it's no problem. So you are getting the name John, and if you also pass these things it's still not problem because this is optional. Okay, so if you pass it will work, if you not pass it will not show the data. Okay, another thing, suppose I am not going to change some things, means here I just going to write in this way, means here write suppose course. Okay, so your AC course, and here I just defining that as a string type. Okay, and here obviously we need to pass these things, so simply write course, and here just write course, suppose CAC, computer science and engineering. So it's working. So if you check it's working, but if I just going to check only the course, so user1 dot course, so we can get access of that things. And if you want to modify the course value, suppose course suppose mechanical engineering. Okay, so now if you print that things it's actually modified. Now if I want to restrict the modification for some specific value, how we can do this? So we can see that things but we cannot modify, means this will be the read-only property. So there is another keyword, read-only. So when we declare as a read-only, so not here, declare as a read-only property, then we can't modify that thing. So simply refresh. It's actually not work. Means user dot course, there is error, cannot assign to course because it's a read-only property. So if you check inside here, so you can see the same error. File change detected and cannot assign to course because it's a read-only property. So found one error. Okay. So user1 dot course mechanical engineering means Amy, it's not accepting. But if you want to see the value, you can see. So this is the read-only property. You can see, but you cannot modify that things. Same things. If you want to use any functions, you can still. So simply let's create another things. Let's add. Suppose you write normal greetings, okay, and this actually a string type data will return the string type data, and here I just going to write in these ways. So simply just call the greet functions, just use the fat arrow or arrow functions, and here I just going to return the hello. So I declare as a string type, so we are getting as a hello. Okay. Now if you want to call that things, so simply write user dot greet. So we can get hello. So using the methods, or we can use the methods with the interfaces. Now if I just going to declare a function type in interface, how we can do this? So let's close these things and take another new example so it will be more clear. Suppose here write in this way. Let's declare interface using the interface keyword, and here write something means summations or sum. Okay. So these are functions. Sorry, this is my interface sum, and here I just going to write the two things. I just going to use a is a number and b is another number, and the result will be also a number. Okay, so I define the define the structure of the interface. Now I just going to write constant add. So I declared a variable that is add with a constant. Now the what will be the type? So the type will be the sum, or simply you can define in this way sum, so that you can understand this is the interface, not variable. Okay, and here we can pass in this way. So simply write value. You can pass xy. Okay, so x will be treated as a, y will be the b, and use the factor functions, and we just going to return x plus y. Okay, and simply write console dot log, and just pass the x and y value, means call us add functions. So simply just pass suppose 10 20. Okay, so you will get 30. Okay, so we are calling the add functions, and here we are passing two parameter. Actually these two parameter using in here, and we are calculating the result from here, and this is following this interface structure. Okay, so you can understand how actually interfaces is working. The last things, and this is the one important thing, sometimes you may feel this is the new things as we are going to discuss about the object oriented concept with interfaces. Okay, so extending interfaces means how to extend. Suppose let's create another interface. So if you have any queries up to these things, you can write. These are not understandable, or there is some problems we are facing, and not get any error, you can not get any problem, you can proceed. So we are going to use the extending interfaces, means we want to extend one interfaces from another interfaces. So how can we do this? So simply write, let's say animal. We are declaring interfaces animal, and there suppose there will have name. So animal have a name, and here I just going to create a domestic animal like dog. and we are going to extend that things that this dog is actually an animal. So simply write extends the first one, that is the animal, right? And I just going to declare the food, the animal favorite food, like string. Okay, string, string type data. Now what actually we did means, here we have in the dog we have a food, and in the animal we have a name. Now if we want to create another variable, suppose let's we are going to use the variable is dog, and we are going to use the dog, means the last one. That time we only have a food inside the dog, so simply we can write in this food, and here write food equal to suppose fish or meat, anything, okay, some foods. And here we have another things that also we can be accessed from here. Suppose here write Tom. Okay, so we can add these things, we can extend the interfaces in this way. So if you just going to access that things console.log, and let's use the variable the dog, so you can see the name and food we are getting, but actually in the dog there is no name, we are getting the name from the animal. So in this way we can extend, we can use the oops concept with the interfaces inside the TypeScript. So up to this you can understand what is interface. Now you can ask questions. So what are the difference between the interfaces and type aliases? I already discussed about the type aliases. Okay. So now there may have a confusions. What is the difference between these two things? Actually, interface for defining the object shape, or you can say the class contracts. Okay. But the type aliases, when you need the union type or other some kinds of flexibility, you can use the type aliases. So you can compare with the example. We already provided the example between the type aliases and here also the interfaces, so you can understand clearly. If you got any complexity or if you got any problem, you can comment below comment sections. So hope you can understand these things and you like these things. And still, if you have any queries about this video, please comment in the below comment sections. So please like and share this channel with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe. So thanks for watching this video. Have a good day.